Mr. International's main event is back, its 15th edition of prestigious male beauty pageant. After several countries have finished choosing their representatives, it's time for them to compete at the peak of the Mr. International event in Thailand. A total of 36 contestants are ready to compete for the title of Mr. International 2023. Meanwhile, Hong Kong did not send their delegation to Mr. International this year. What was surprising is William Bedell, third runner-up, Mr. Supranational 2021, back to representing Venezuela. Is he still dazzling and becoming the strongest challenger in Mr. International this time? For the first time in male pageant history and Mr. International history, two pilots are contesting for pageant title. Also, in recently concluded Mr. Supranational 2023, a pilot from Korea represented his country and successfully became the first Korean to enter top 5 and bagged third runner-up position at Mr. Supranational 2023. Will one of these pilots become Mr. International 2023? This week, the contestants have participated in a series of activities such as swimwear competition and photo shoot. Meanwhile, the preliminary chat night will be held on September 15, before the peak of the event. Let's meet them to find out more about the contestants Mr. International 2023. Maxim Belevai is Mr. International Belgium. The 21-year-old Belgium stands 180 centimeters tall.
Belevich Maxim, Belgium!
Edward Tayi Ogunia is Mr. International Brazil. Edward Tayi Ogunia, a 31-year-old English teacher and model. He won the Mr. International Brazil 2023 during the Mr. Brazil 2023 pageant.
Edward Tayi, Mr. Brazil!
Renal Ricketts is Mr. International Canada. He is the second finalist for the title of Manhunt International Canada Male Supermodel 22nd Edition 2020.
Renal Ricketts, Canada!
Renal, a 23-year-old, stands 183 centimeters tall, work as a quality inspector in a Canadian aerospace company and a runway model. Daniel Alejandro Garcia Molina is Mr. International Colombia. Daniel Alejandro Garcia Molina, a 29-year-old, stands 181 centimeters pilot. He was officially sashed as Mr. International Colombia 2023 in a ceremony held last July.
Daniel Garcia, Colombia!
Daruma Almenares is Mr. International Cuba. Daruma Almenares, a 30-year-old boxing coach, model and veterinary medicine student.
Daruma Almenares, Cuba!
Alexandros Panayi is Mr. International Czech Republic. Alexandros Panayi, a 26-year-old, stands 182 centimeters tall.
Alexandros Panayi from Czech Republic!
Ovelyn Torres is Mr. International Dominican Republic. Ovelyn Torres, a 26-year-old, stands 185 centimeters tall, network technologist.
Ovelyn Torres, República Dominicana.
Lucas Schlachter is Mr. International France. Lucas Schlachter, a 23-year-old sports coach, lifeguard and model.
Lucas Schlachter, France!
He won the Mr. National 2023 title in January. Gabriel Montero, a 29-year-old, is Mr. International Guinea-Bissau.
Gabriel Monteiro, Guiné-Bissau!
Samuel St. Just, a 31-year-old, is Mr. International Haiti.
Samuel Saint-Just, Haïti!
Shashwat Dwivedi is Mr. International India. Shashwat Dwivedi, a 20-year-old model and actor. He holds a degree in political science. He was an international cricketer and played for the under-26 category.
Shashwat Dwivedi, India!
Shashwat won the Rubaru Meister India International 2023 title at the Rubaru Meister India 2023 National Finals held August 5. Jeremy Gregory Samatara is Mr. International Indonesia.
Jeremy Samatara, Indonesia!
Jeremy Gregory Samatara, a 25-year-old, stands 178 centimeters pilot and international relations graduate. He placed second runner-up at the New Elmen of the Year 2023 final held in July. Kuki Sakata is Mr. International Japan. Kuki Sakata, a 29-year-old entrepreneur and former TV staff.
Koki Sakata, Japan!
He won the Mr. Japan 2020 title in September 2020. Ho Sung Kang, a 32-year-old, stands 187 centimeters researcher at SK Hynix from Seoul, Korea.
Hosun Khan, Korea!
Dunesavan Simonti is Mr. International Laos. Dunesavan Samonti, a 29-year-old sales and marketing agent.
Donsawan Saimunti, Laos!
Silel Walid Harb is Mr. International Lebanon.
Saif Walid Harb, Lebanon!
Mr. Lebanon 2023, Saif Al-Walid Harb, a 24-year-old athlete and model. Arvin Goracia is Mr. International Malaysia.
Arvin Goracia, Malaysia!
Arvin Goracia, a 29-year-old entrepreneur, model, actor, and host. Brian Eduardo Ceballos is Mr. International Mexico.
Brian Ceballos, Mexico!
Brian Eduardo Ceballos, a 27-year-old, stands 183 centimeters model and stockbroker. Austin Mayat is Mr. International Myanmar.
Austin, Myanmar!
Prajwul Tamrakar is Mr. International Nepal.
Prajwul Tamrakar, Nepal!
Prajwul Tamrakar, a 23-year-old part-time teacher and entrepreneur. Martin Osagie is Mr. International Nigeria. Martin Osagi Omoregbi, a 23-year-old model, dancer and recording artist. He won the Meister International Nigeria 2023 title during the Misters of Nigeria 2023 finals held in May. Suleiman Mullah-Hassan is Mr. International North Cyprus. He won Mr. North Cyprus 2018 and represented Cyprus at the Mr. Global 2019 competition. Joel Farash Marquina is Mr. International Peru. Joel Farash Marquina, a 33-year-old economist and model. The Peruvian Mr. organization named him as Mr. International Peru 2023 in May. In 2014, he competed at Men Universe Model Contest and placed 5th runner-up. Jefferson Bunny is Mr. International Philippines. Jefferson Nigel Allen Bunny, a 27 years old Philippines and British, stands 183 centimeters tall, is an entrepreneur who founded a consultancy business specializing in the procurement of sports and prestige cars for car collectors. He holds a degree in economics and finance at Cardiff University. Jefferson won the Mr. Filipinas International Ambassador 2023 title at the Mr. Filipinas Worldwide 2023 contest held in May. Joshua Yada Maldonado, a 29-year-old, is Mr. International Puerto Rico. He won the Meister Beauty International Puerto Rico 2022 title in a pageant held in May 2022. Joshua He is Mr. International Singapore. Joshua He, a 24-year-old, stands 174 centimeters tall, aeronautical engineer. Boxer Ramo Ruiz is Mr. International Spain. Mr. ERNB Espana International 2023 Boxer Ramo Ruiz, a 24-year-old actor, stands 191 centimeters tall model and businessman.
Borsa Ramo, España.
Darain Keith Christian de Zilwa is Mr. International Sri Lanka.
Christian de Silva, Sri Lanka.
Elsenbai Taiki is Mr. International Switzerland. Elsenbai Taiki, a 28-year-old real estate business owner.
Elsan Butuce, Switzerland.
Chen Xian Yu is Mr. International Taiwan.
Chen Jianyu, Taiwan.
Kim Thydison Goodburn will represent the host country at the 15th Meister International competition. The 24-year-old Thai British stands 180 centimeters model and actor bagged the Mr. International Thailand 2023 title.
Kim Thydison Goodburn, Thailand.
He studied computer engineering at Mahidol University, and he has participated in the Facemen Thailand Season 2. John Ingraham is Mr. International The Bahamas. Bjorn Ingraham, a 21-year-old, stands 191 centimeters and author, scientist, model and entrepreneur. Jonathan Samuel is Mr. International Trinidad and Tobago.
Jonathan Samuel, Trinidad and Tobago.
Hector Luis Rodriguez is Mr. International USA.
Luis Rodriguez, USA!
Hector Luis Rodriguez, a 27-year-old, stands 178 centimeters biology student and fitness trainer. William Bedell is Mr. International Venezuela. William Manuel Bedell Lopez, a 27-year-old flight attendant, stands 188 centimeters model and host.
William Badel, Venezuela.
He is a student at Universidad de Diseño y Tecnología in Madrid, Spain. He previously represented Venezuela at the Mr. Supranational 2021 pageant and placed 2nd runner-up. Tham Minh Quyen is Mr. International Vietnam. Minh Quyen, a 28-year-old, stands 188 centimeters model. He have been waiting since 2019. He was one of the 2 winners of the Mr. Vietnam 2019 competition.
Phạm Minh Quyền, Việt Nam.
Those are the 36 contestants of Mr. International 2023. The coronation ceremony will be held on September 17th. Who is your favorite? Thank you for watching. If you like this content, please hit the subscribe, like, share buttons and leave a comment below. See you in the next video.